Hello everyone, this is Alex, and a few days ago I made somewhat of a remake of the game DOWNWELL in Super Mario Maker 2, and it did better than I would have expected. It managed to break into the trending levels section, and many people wanted me to work on a sequel, so I did exactly that. If you haven't heard of the indie darling DOWNWELL, I encourage you to check out the video in the top right corner of the screen that shows off my original level that dives more into the similarities and differences between my level and the game DOWNWELL. For this video, however, I just want to get right on in and tell you about some of the changes I made for the sequel, Well Down 2 Survive Again. First off, pretty obvious that I went with the Mario World theme instead of Mario 3 this time, which fundamentally changes how this version plays. If you did or didn't like having to tap the float button while using the Super Leaf, the Cape in World now allows you to simply hold down the button to slow your descent. This makes it a little easier to ping pong off Koopas and launch them more regularly to create combos. Also, just like the original, my blue indicator blocks that warn you of upcoming hazards also have a dual purpose to allow for a toggleable difficulty setting that gives you an easier way to practice the level. Outside of the 5 red coin collectibles brought over from the original that allows you to access the optional treasure room, I added more interesting side objectives in this one to help you maximize your score. This little setup, for example, allows you to use a POW block to help knock some enemies out of the way that are guarding a red coin that would have been far riskier to go for. The largest addition to the sequel, however, has to be the boss fight at the end, which the original was completely lacking. These giant wigglers will need to be cleared out by carefully throwing bombs at them in order to open the path to the exit. I didn't want the boss fight to stop the overall concept of DOWNWELL where you're always jumping and falling, and came up with this little fight that doesn't allow you to stop and stand. Overall, I think some people might prefer how this level plays, and some people might still prefer the original, which is perfectly fine with me, and hopefully that helps to make it feel more like a proper sequel. Speaking of sequels, maybe if we make enough buzz about it, we could get Devolver Digital and Nintendo to team up for an awesome DOWNWELL Mario spin-off, kinda like Cadence of Hyrule, or at very least, it sure would be awesome to get a full-blown DOWNWELL sequel from the developer. Let's make it happen. If you want to try this level out and tell me what you think, use the course ID you're seeing on screen right now, which is also in the video description and pinned down in the comments section below. If you enjoy the style of content I do here, consider subscribing to Boomstick Gaming, following me on Twitter at BoomstickAlex, and as always, thanks for watching.